This is the meeting of decision day.
Good afternoon, everybody. Oh dear, now I've got an awful. Is it better now?
Yeah.
Okay. Right, I'll start again. Good afternoon, everybody. Please can I welcome everybody to this meeting of Cabinet Member for Place and Local Plan Decision Day, taking place in the Walton Suite, Winchester Guildhall, at 2:30 p.m. and it's the 6th of March. And can I first of all apologise for my voice, which is rather croaky. My name's Councillor Jackie Porter. I'm Chairperson and Cabinet Member for Place and the Local Plan. This meeting is being live streamed and recorded to the Council's YouTube channel. Subtitles are available and advice on how to turn this on your set is on our website. If you're joining us online, please turn your camera and microphone off until your item. And can everybody ensure that mobile phones are on silent as well, please? In the unlikely event that it's necessary to evacuate the building, the fire alarm will sound. Please follow all instructions given to you by our team. So now I just want to go on to the agenda. And firstly, thank you very much to our two officers, Julie Pinnock and Lorna Hutchins, who are here to support me today. And you'll see on the agenda, the first one is disclosures of interest. I don't think there are any disclosures of interest relative to this particular item. Do either of you have that? Any disclosure of interest?
None to declare, Chair.
Thank you. And we have public participation. We don't have anybody asked to speak. We do have Councillor Horrell asked to speak as a councillor's representation, but she's not here yet. She may be involved in the cabinet meeting regarding another matter. So if she turns up, then we'll ask her to comment. So on to the decision that we're going to be making today, which is the local validation list, which is on page 5 to 54 of today's meeting papers. And the purpose of this really is to make a public validation list available, an updated one available to the public from today onwards. And I'll just go through why we do that. For the benefit of the public who may be listening, when a planning application is submitted to Winchester City Council, a series of documents need to be included in the pack to ensure the application is valid and it doesn't go forward for consideration until that point. So as national and local plan legislation and changes are made, it becomes important to guide applicants, agents and architects and builders through this process. And so this validation list is being updated. It's called a local validation list. So I'm just going to ask the officers to just go through a couple of points. So Ms. Hutchins, what is the purpose of the validation list when you're using it at the council?
Thank you. The purpose is to ensure that the planning applications provide documents in it in order for us to validate the planning application and to make sure that we front load the relevant documents for the material considerations and the assessments.
So it saves time if they're all in one place as well, I presume.
It does. We're looking for better quality planning applications at the start of the process, which should help speed the process up, but also ultimately improve the quality of the environment.
Excellent, thank you. And this decision is based on a series of consultations. So we went out to consultation. Would you like to describe that consultation?
Certainly. In page 7, it outlines all the consultation that was undertaken. We used the council's tool, Citizen Space, for an 8-week period, which ran from the 1st of July to the 30th of August last year. We also circulated the list comprehensively to planning professionals and had our own planning agents forum at the start of this, so we could discuss it more broadly, as there are most sort of regular customers effectively who would be looking to use that list. And so we undertook consultation with all of our external consultees and stakeholders, liaised with the local plans team so we could sort of coordinate their compiles of lists that they have for the regulation 80 and 90 documents to coordinate that, and then made sure that the responses that came back to us through Citizen Space were thoroughly taken into account, and that's published on page 8 and page 9 with the changes that we made in response to that.
Thank you, that's really helpful. So now we're at a point where we can actually go forward and publish this and use it from immediate effect.
That's right, after today we'll do that. There's one piece of work that needs to be completed, which is updating the website. So the appendices that are on the document will be transferred and reformatted into something for the public to use on the web. So it will still be a live document as soon as we publish it, but the requirements will be able to be used from after today.
I particularly like the A to Z, which is very helpful because you can work through them, but also the tick and cross for each particular sort of application. That makes it much easier for people to think about it for their own application as well as for the larger ones. And then on the last page, would you like to describe what you put on the last page? Or it's the last page before the equality duty assessment, impact assessment.
The aim, not just fulfilling the local requirements of the legislation, but was also to make this much more user friendly for our different customers who often have some difficulty understanding all the complexities of the planning legislation, particularly producing the required plans that are needed. And so we drew up with our comms team some example plans, so to help express things visually to our customers rather than just describing what plans look like, which is quite difficult to do. So we've included that as well. That will be sort of part of the local validation list, but in a more visual way to help people understand the local validation list.
And will that be on the website too?
It will be on the website.
Excellent.
Too.
Thank you. Well, I'm very happy to approve this local validation list, and I understand it will be available with immediate effect, and it will stand from immediate effect.
That's right, Chair. I thought what we might do after this meeting is maybe do a press release or a notification out to our regular customers. Those are our planning agents, but this will also help those sort of customers that only come to us once and look on our website. So as Lorna said, we'll get the actual list uploaded immediately, but there probably will be a little bit more work to do in terms of the live document, and we'll make sure that's ready as soon as possible.
So are we saying in actual fact it's the moment it goes onto the website, it will be actually available?
We'll make sure it's on the website from today. It will just be the interactive drop-down list that we won't have quite ready after today, but certainly the documentation will be there and we'll help guide our customers through that. But the enhanced sort of drop-down module just will take a little bit of time to get that right on our website, but it's nearly ready.
Okay, thank you. I agree the recommendation to agree the local validation list and requirements for adoption with immediate effect as set out in appendices 1, 2 and 3 of paper DD 60. Thank you very much, and thank you very much, ladies.